Jackpots set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They enter play here number 11, just outside the top 10 in the league in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Here's third and a few inches.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and inches.
Throwing. Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
First down. First and 10 at the 31.
Second quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a first and 10.
Ready, set.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now Love. That one out wide and intercepted. Hooked up by Deion Henry. And the Seahawks are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Ready, set.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Let's go. 19 Lions.
Now Milton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now he's free at the 35. Saquon Barkley. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Saquon Barkley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Santos with the extra point. And it's now 21-0.
Falcons nothing. Jackpots set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back. The end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
17 yards. And the Falcons first down.
To throw now, here's Love. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here we go, set.
Man in motion left, that's Collins.
Ready.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get in touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches.
Come on. Cut.
Love from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
And it's third down.
Ready.
Here's Love. Pass taken in by his big tight end. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career, and that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the pass, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jahdae Barron. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Hold me ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw
That's caught inside the 20. And mark him down all the way inside the Atlanta 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 62 yards.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Get it. Ready.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Come on. Hey. Ready.
Throwing is Milton. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Santos' kick is up and through, and the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
And his pass, incomplete.
Lots of incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
95.
Love looking to throw it. He'll find a rookie here from Texas Tech. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First down. Again, 15. First down, Falcons.
Love now. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
To the sideline and incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Here we go, set. Smash, black 40. Green jack.
Going back to Love. He'll try and do this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Collins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the door gets tough in here.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Milton. That's taken in by Watson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point. This 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the Falcons' 14-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Milton now to throw. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Get it! 19 Charger, 19. Ready?
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here's Barkley. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Cairo Santos on for the field goal.
Santos' kick is up and through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. You can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First down, Atlanta.
Ready.
Love. This is the tight end, Njoku. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. David Njoku, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now.
The score, Seahawks 27, Falcons 7. Andres Borregales set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as they'll be backed up to start this drive. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Running again with Barkley on second down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Milton. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Barkley inside handoff. And he stopped immediately there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Ready.
Complete to Austin here over the middle. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Calvin Austin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27.
Falcons 7. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Okay, right.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Another one caught by Collins. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. To the air again, Love. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
14 more yards. And the Falcons 1st down.
Throwing. Love. That's to the right sideline. And it falls incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On the ready.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Slide through. Hip ready.
They'll look to throw again. Now he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Love. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Blue striker. Set.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. This one left side caught by Collins. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Nico Collins. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now down to 20.
34. Falcons 14.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers.
All about the numbers, baby.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Saquon Barkley, 40 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Falcons 14. Jack Fox set to kick off.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now he'll tuck this and run. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Here's Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again, it's Love. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. It's Barkley on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup 19.
To throw, it's Milton. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Seahawks send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Red, cycle, punt.
Love now. For Kenner here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Love looking to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll just get rid of it.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Going back to Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The second down pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Roll.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Is on the stop. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 30.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.